Hello there, my name is Adam Gorelick. I'm with the Honors College on the full-time faculty there. I'm here to talk about a class that I'm offering called Myth and Ritual in Film. It's a course I've taught before, but we're doing it live in person this time around instead of online. So my background is in the academic field of religious studies, the interdisciplinary analysis of religion. And what I'm trying to do is to take some theoretical approaches from that field and apply them to the medium of feature film. And I need some students to help me do that. So in this class we talk about what is myth and what is ritual. Basically, myth is the storytelling dimension of religion or other institutional phenomena. Ritual is the performative or practical dimension of that, like what do people actually physically do with themselves in a ritual, whether it be religion or some other social institution. What are the sort of rhythms of the practice of what that thing is, and how do those things work together? How does the storytelling element, and the practical element work together? And there's been some interesting theorists in the fields of anthropology, psychology, sociology, literary criticism, etc., that talk about the interaction between myth and ritual, the way they affect each other. The story that you tell affects how it's dramatized and performed, and the rituals of that performance affect the story that's being told. And so with this class, I'm trying to take that theoretical interaction between myth and ritual and apply it not in a religious way, but in a secular setting to this multimedia extravaganza that is cinema or feature film. And we do that by looking at the interaction of literature and drama. So I guess the secular analog of myth, if myth is something religious in that sense, the secular analog of that would be literature. The storytelling element, the art of the storytelling in words, sentences, paragraphs, etc. And I guess the secular analog of ritual, if ritual is a religious dimension, the secular analog of that would be drama, performance, the art of performance, dramatism. And so how do literature and drama work together? And then we get to film, which of course is not just literature and drama, it's also of course music and photography and everything else that goes into feature film. Films though are a social institution. They themselves are a social art form. They're not just meant to be shared discreetly, but they are in fact publicized and experienced in a group setting. And so there's all kinds of interesting sociological phenomena and ramifications that go along with this idea. So myth and ritual in film is the class. We look at all these different fields and their different sort of perspectives on these components or dimensions of these social phenomena. And we have a lot of fun doing it. I'm looking at not obscure, art house films that nobody's ever heard of. I'm interested in, blockbuster films, things that are in the popular culture, and trying to kind of figure out how those things affect us and how we interact with those stories. So for this class, we'll be doing many different interesting assignments. Of course, we'll be doing a lot of discussion, analyzing films in this sort of new way with this kind of new theoretical approach. We will also, students will be able to select their own film to go into further research and study about and to do some writing on. And one other thing, I always like to include some kind of creative assignment in any class that I teach. And so students in this class are going to create their own short film. We're going to become amateur filmmakers. We're going to storyboard these films. We're going to work with each other on the ideas that we have. We're going to try to employ themes of myth and ritual in an actual, just for fun, amateur filmmaking process. So that's the class, Myth and Ritual in Film. I hope you'll join.